Hello, I'm Dr. Minochi. For over 20 years, I've seen thousands of patients arrive at my office feeling, let's say, worn out. They come with aches and pains they attribute to age and a tremendous fear of what the future holds. They're convinced that chronic fatigue, brain fog, and feeling frail are simply the price to pay for getting older. But let me tell you something most people overlook. Aging isn't a death sentence. Decline isn't inevitable. I remember a patient, let's call him Carlos, 68 years old. When I met him, he could barely climb a flight of stairs without becoming breathless. He lived with knee and back pain that had stolen his joy. He thought his days of moving freely were over. Today, at 75, he hikes with his grandchildren, travels with his wife, and has more energy than many of my 50-year-old patients. His secret wasn't a magic pill or an expensive treatment. It was 7 very specific habits that strengthened his body from within, day after day. Habits that essentially reprogrammed his biology for health and vitality. In this video, I'm going to reveal those same 7 habits to you. And no, it's not a list of generic advice you've already heard. These are precise and practical actions that, based on science and what I see every day in my practice, can help drastically reduce the risk of many of the chronic diseases we fear most after age 60. Heart problems, diabetes, cognitive decline, and frailty. Adopting a healthy lifestyle is one of the most powerful tools we have to take care of our health. And I want you to stay because habit, number 5, is so simple and yet so powerful that my own colleagues were surprised by its results when I told them about it. It is perhaps the most important pillar of all to ensure a clear and independent future. Today we are going to start dismantling together that idea that you are doomed to get sick. We are going to build, brick by brick, a fortress of health for the rest of your life. Let's begin. Habit 1, the morning hydration ritual. The first habit is possibly the simplest, but its impact is tremendous. It starts right when you wake up. Before coffee, before breakfast, even before you look at your phone. Drink a large glass of water. Sounds too easy, right? But let me explain what we are addressing here. During the night, your body goes between 7 and 9 hours without replenishing fluids. Even while you sleep, you lose a significant amount of water through breathing and perspiration. This means that every morning you wake up slightly dehydrated. Now let's delve deeper into this problem. What are the consequences of this morning dehydration, day after day, year after year? First, the infamous brain fog. That feeling of sluggishness, of not being able to think clearly, is often not just sleepiness, but your brain's cry for water. Even mild dehydration can affect concentration and memory. Second, your joints. Water is a key component of the fluid that lubricates your cartilage. Moving a dry body is like trying to open a door with rusty hinges. That stiffness you feel in your knees, hips, and back is aggravated by the lack of fluid. Third, your kidneys. Toxins accumulate overnight. Giving your kidneys a good stream of water in the morning is like turning on the cleaning system, helping them filter and eliminate that waste. Furthermore, the feeling of being seduced by age makes older adults especially vulnerable to dehydration without even realizing it. You can't trust thirst. So here's the solution, the exact habit. Keep a 300-500 ml glass of water on your nightstand. Let it be the first thing you see when you open your eyes. Drink it all calmly while sitting on the edge of the bed and letting your body wake up. It doesn't have to be cold or hot. Room temperature is perfect. This isn't magic, it's science. This simple act rehydrates your brain, helps lubricate your joints before you start moving, activates your metabolism, and gives your kidneys the boost they need to start working. I remember a 72-year-old patient, Elena. She suffered from morning headaches and a fatigue that dragged her down until mid-morning. She was convinced it was a chronic condition. I suggested a single change, a glass of water upon waking. 2 weeks later, she returned for a follow-up appointment. The headaches had almost completely disappeared, and she said, amazed, "Doctor, it's like someone turns on a light in my brain every morning." That's the power of the first habit. Don't underestimate its simplicity. It's the first brick, the foundation upon which we will build your strength. Start tomorrow. Habit 2, the daily brisk walk. Now that we've hydrated the system, it's time to get it moving. The second habit is the daily brisk walk. And I want to be very clear. I don't mean a leisurely stroll window shopping. I mean a brisk 20 to 30-minute walk. The problem we're fighting here is one of the great villains of aging, a sedentary lifestyle. Our bodies are designed to move. When we stop, everything starts to break down. The heart weakens, muscles atrophy, bones lose density, and metabolism slows. It slows down. Let's look at it more closely. Think of your cardiovascular system as a network of pipes. A sedentary lifestyle causes those pipes to stiffen. Blood pressure rises and the risk of heart problems skyrockets. Think of your muscles and bones as the scaffolding that keeps you upright. Without the stimulus of movement, that scaffolding becomes fragile. The muscles in your legs, glutes, and core, which are crucial for balance, weaken. And that's when the greatest fear of